The room was large and badly lit, with a fireplace in which the embers of a small log were smoldering. Judging by the smell of smoke, the chimney wasn't drawing too well. 2 high-backed armchairs were placed near the fireplace, and in one sat an old, wrinkled woman. She was dressed in black as befitting a widow, with a bonnet that she had surely put on especially for him. The black lace that surrounded it nearly covered her small brown eyes. She didn't give any sign of being about to get up or speak, so after a brief hesitation the Honorable L. walked up to her. "Mrs. Checky," he said, not asking a question but stating a fact.
"Welcome," she answered, with a high-pitched croaking voice, "although your deed is not a happy one."
He didn't respond to her remark, but instead maintained a businesslike countenance that was too obviously designed to hide his emotions. "My friend who recommended you to me said that you can be counted on to be discreet."
"Of course, but won't you sit down?"
He sat in the armchair in front of her, but did not relax in it. Instead, he kept to the edge of the seat with his walking stick between his legs and his hat in his left hand, edging slightly forward as if about to sprint away. The only allowance to comfort that he made was to unbutton his tight overcoat. "Thank you," he said dryly. "You will appreciate that my visit to you cannot be allowed to become generally known."
"Yes, I know. You would be ashamed to admit that you have consulted with a witch."
Her bitter tone surprised him, and he hastened to disassociate himself from the accusation. This woman was his last hope, and he couldn't afford to offend her. "No, it's not that. It's just that, you see, I'm a public figure, and this renders everything much more complicated."
"Never mind," she said, cutting him short. "I'm willing to help if I can. Your friend gave me a brief explanation of your problem, but I'll need to hear the whole story."
"It's about my daughter, Evelyn. She is dying of consumption, and the doctors are not giving me hope. She's in Switzerland right now, getting the best medical attention that modern medicine can give, and breathing the best air you can find, but she's getting thinner every day." For the first time he had trouble mastering his emotions, and his voice broke for a moment, but then he got hold of himself and continued. "She keeps saying that she'll get better, and that she knows I will choose the best cures for her. As if the doctors knew how to treat this damned illness. She relies on me, and I'm powerless to help."
"You're not,"
she said, sounding both determined and motherly, in a way that strangely contrasted with her appearance.
"You're doing the right thing. You're here to help her. Did you bring the items as I said to your friend?"
"Yes," he said, hastening to take an envelope from his inner pocket and hand it to her. "Here I have her photograph and a lock of her hair that I always carry with me." She studied the photograph closely, and then she laid back with it in one hand and the lock of hair in the other. She closed her eyes and remained motionless, except for the finger and thumb that kept smoothing the lock of hair in her hand, and her lips that moved rhythmically as if trying to articulate a sound. He watched her intently, without shifting or moving for fear of disturbing her concentration, until minutes later she shivered, shifting her body slightly, opened her eyes, and gazed piercingly at him.
"How far are you willing to go with this?" she asked him point blank.
"To the end of the world and farther than that, if that's what I have to do," he answered, sitting up even more rigidly, as if to emphasize his unbendable will. Her question had given him sudden hope.
"Then there is something we can do. I can't guarantee success. It will require faith, but all is not lost."
He got up, excited and unable to sit still. "Tell me what to do. I'm ready for anything, anything."
"That I will,"
said the woman, gazing at him and nodding with approval.
"And may God forgive me."